Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Trick the Pally video. I have with me a deck that I have been fucking around with for a while now because I wanted to make sure I did this profile well. And I'm trying to get a hold of the guy who made this deck because I am so fucking in love with it and I need to talk to him and learn more combos and see what he would do to change his deck. So without a further ado, this is Joshua Tolbert's top 8 regional Herald deck. Alright, so this is going to be a one-shot type deal. So sorry for the on-the-go editing. But I've got my computer behind me rendering another video for another channel that's going to be going up right at like the same time as this. So, and, you know, because I'm doing two things at once, we're going to... Fuck it, we're doing it live. Okay, so min monsters. I just like, I think the ratios in this deck are perfect. I'm in love with it. So 3 Venus, 3 Shine Balls, kind of, the standard. The important thing is now with Link Summoning, this is 4 cards or 2 cards with different names or a normal, and then 2 guy. And then you could do 3 different names, like insane card. Since it's a Herald deck, 3 Heralds. Betting, this card is insane. This card searches out your win condition, which your big boss monster at least, Kristiya. So 3 is super good. I'm in love with these cards as well. So we've got 2 Chalice Slime, 1 Candle, and 2 Talismandra. So basically what you could do is you can reveal this guy in your hand to pay 25 life points to special one of these 2 cards. Normally, it depends on what you want. Normally, Talismandra's the go-to. That's why you got 2 of them. Chalice Slime, let me just double check. Yeah, so this adds a ritual spell. Normally, you want to add the monster, because most of the time there's a million different ways to get the ritual spells. And, both betting and this guy obviously are 6s, so you can just instant for Herald. Pretty broken. 2 Kristiya, like I said, 1 Honest. I'm not sure if I could squeeze another one in, but I'd like to squeeze another Honest in because it's pretty fucking broken, honestly. And I didn't know it was unlimited. It's at 3, so I mean, like, why not, you know? Okay, so there's the spells are, I mean, there's so many, everything's at 3, which is kind of nice. Sometimes there can be a couple dead draws here and there, but honestly, if you can get your opponent to MST stuff, it kind of works out for you. Like some of these cards, you bluff set them. Now you've got a ritual spell in the graveyard. Now you can actually activate, some other things. So 3 Dawn of the Herald, 3 Preparation of Rites, 3 Pre-Preparation, 3 Ritual Sanctuary, and then Terraforming. So all of these, I mean, Dawn of the Herald is just, the ritual summon, that's it by itself. Pre-Preparation and Preparation of Rites do the same thing, but backwards. So this guy adds from the graveyard into the hand, so adds a spell from the deck and then a monster from the deck or graveyard. And this adds a monster from the deck to the hand and then a spell from the graveyard. So they do the same thing, kind of reverse. This just lets you straight up search for Herald, which is broken. It's a ritual spell, so you can do it every turn. And then if you send back spells to the deck, you can special fairies, which the only thing I'd really do is maybe... There's some cheeky plays with links. You could just discard a card to do another, and you can activate both of these things to search. You can activate each effect once on this, which is pretty broken. So you can, if you have 4, you can get Honest, bounce it back to hand. If you only have 2, you can put 2 Shine Ball and then get a link, all sorts of different stuff. So that's all the 3 ofs. This deck is sometimes it gets dead draws, but it's super consistent, and it's really hard to win games sometimes. But if you can get ahead, it's really tough to lose, which is kind of nice. So 1 of Extra Foolish Burial, Pot of Avarice, 2 Celestial Observatories. This card's pretty good, but 3 is way too much. This is the only card that I like. There are 3 is legal, but I could see why he doesn't play 3. And then the last thing, 3 Call of Graves. No traps, 40 cards. I don't think it needs traps. I think this deck's insanely consistent, insanely busted. It honestly has problems closing out games. But hey, what are you going to do? So, Link guys, the 3 Nightmare cards. I think what's busted about this deck really is I never really use Link monsters at all. I'm just coming back to the game at recording. And so this thing is 2 monsters with different names. This is 2 monsters with different names. And this is 2 monsters with different names. Yeah. And then, so if you get them in this order where they co-link together like this, you draw 3 cards off this shit. I mean, insanity. And I just, like, shit's broken. Link Spider, this is 1 fucking normal monster. So you can literally Shine Ball for this. Let's see. Let me just double check something. Yeah, he has 500 more attack than Shine Ball. So even if you're doing it just to take less damage, I mean, like, it's so insane to me that you can just free special summon a card like that. And then you get to special summon a level 4 lower from your hand if you have shit. So, I mean, it's like Venus has so many insane plays just because, like, Venus, like I said in the beginning, Venus and Shine Ball, I mean, this is like, boom, right here. I mean, just with these 3 cards right here, I mean, you can literally Link Spider. If you have any other monster in your hand to Link Spider to this, I mean, because you need guys with different names, I mean, it's just, So, I mean, it's hard to close out games. It definitely requires some maneuvering around. This thing, I didn't realize how fucking insane this card is. This deck, it's so easy to get monsters with 4 different names in this deck, especially when you can get out Link guys for free with 1 normal monster. Also play this guy, 1 normal monster, so literally just fucking all these different names. And this thing, if you can make him, you draw 4 cards and put 3 cards back in the deck. So, you know, any dead Shine Balls, if you need to put back Impact All stuff, any of the shit that you need to do to add, you know, ritual spells and stuff to your deck. I mean, it just recycles like it crazy. Hip Potion, if you 2 light monsters, if you have a Kristiya engrave, or you have an Honest engrave, or if you need a Herald, you can add it back to hand if this guy dies. What I think is broken about this guy is it's any level, so you can get back your Kristiyas and your Heralds and everything like that. Underclock Takers, guy's just a beat stick. Borlo Dragon, this guy's kind of insane. I don't have a Boral Sword Dragon. I honestly, at the time of recording, just don't want to spend like the $20 it is online. So I just don't have that yet. I'll probably just print out a proxy of it. Sky Cavalry guy, he can just Zen mains, and if he beats a monster, stuff happens. This bitch is not another Zen mains. This bitch can... Let's see. Target 1 monster. You can target 1 phase with special summon. So you can special or you summon an opponent a monster and then special a monster from their deck. I mean, that's insane. Like, this deck, I mean, it's 2 level 2, right? I mean, like, this deck is just... And then you've got monsters with different names. Like, this is really... I'm trying to get a hold of this guy because I'm fucking in love with this deck. And I just want to learn more of the combos and get better with it. Because the more I play test with this, more duel videos are coming out soon. The more I play test with this, the more I love it. So... Hopefully you guys like this, and more videos coming out soon, even if I have to just do them kind of janky last minute with just the camera, no edits or anything. I'm still going to do that.